had a little technical glitch. We are back
Jen
on track. Yes, Jen to the rescue. You know, I'm so grateful because we have such a great team and we had some transitions, but we have such a great team now with the live stream. We have Jen, we have Elias, and they're really helping us to keep the ball rolling with the live stream. And, you know, it's new technology for all of us. We're all trying to figure out the process. Your Shop LC, we're a home shopping network, and we know the TV side of things, but social media is a whole new thing, and there's so many different things you have to keep in mind and try to figure out and learn. And so it's a learning curve, but we're so excited because we just have such a great team. All of us hosts are so lucky to have a team that is willing to put in the work to learn, and we're so grateful for Elias for stepping in and helping us with the live stream and learning the process. So we are so grateful that you are here as well. One more peek at our multi-tourmaline ring. This is what we were looking at when we ended when we took that little tech break. I'm just going to call it a tech break. 1.6 total carat, sizes 5 through 8 available. It is going to be $12.50 utilizing your budget pay. You can comment sold 101 for our multi-tourmaline ring. Those tourmaline and moissanite stones are going to go from finger to finger. So you've got some really great sparkle effect on this ring, but it does have those nice warm colors with your multi-tourmaline. So if you're looking for something that you can wear every day that's going to be a little more toned down, I think it's a perfect balance because we get that bright sparkle from the moissanite, our rainbow effect, and then we get a warm tone with our multi-tourmaline. So you have some really nice balance between those two. $49.99, that will be item 101. You can comment sold 101 for our multi-tourmaline ring. Now we will be continuing on with multi-tourmaline. We have another multi-tourmaline item. It's going to be a multi-tourmaline with white zircon bangle. So we've switched it up. On the ring, or those accent stones are going to be moissanite. On your bangle, it's actually going to be white zircon on the accent stones. I want to make sure I get this clasp. There we go. Okay. Yes, Steve, I'm going to give y'all a close-up of the bangle. Here's that closure there. It's just going to be a pull closure. A little tab you insert. You always want to listen for that click, right? So that you know everything is locked in place. You don't want to lose your bangle throughout the night. Now with this bracelet, we have 3 size options available. We have a 6.5, a 7.25, and an 8. Going across the front of this, you're going to have 7 multi-tourmaline stones. You will have a wide color variety there right on the front of the bangle. You're going to have a green tone, a light pink, again that nice copper tone, and then a blue tone right in the center. So what I love about this being a 7-stone bangles, you actually kind of have a center stone. So with that being said, the center stone is going to be where you see your blue multi-tourmaline, and then as you move outward, it's going to be symmetrical. So you'll have a pink, a green, and then that kind of coppery tone on the multi-tourmaline stones. Now in between each of those multi-tourmaline stones is where you're going to get a little burst of white with your white zircon. Now white zircon, not to be confused with cubic zirconia. I know if you frequently watch the live streams, you've probably heard me say this time and time again, but for new viewers, I always want to let y'all know, white zircon is not cubic zirconia. White zircon is actually a naturally occurring stone. It is one of the oldest known stones, actually mentioned in the Bible multiple times. So this stone has been hanging around for a long, long time. So we do not want to downplay that because that is pretty cool, right? This is going to be the 6.5. I'll try this on for y'all. I do have a very petite wrist. The great thing with bangles though is even if it were a little bit large on you, what you can always do is layer. And as you layer different pieces, you can put smaller pieces up front on your wrist with larger pieces in the back, and it's going to help hold it in place. So here's that bangle on the wrist. I actually think the 6.5 fits perfectly. It's got the perfect amount of drape. If you did layer it, it would hold it up just slightly, or you could put some smaller bangles behind it. The price point on this though is what's really magical, you guys. $29.99. $10 utilizing budget pay. Look at that color display right there on the front of the hand, on the front of the wrist. 3 size options available, 1.7 total carats. Most of that will come from your multi-tourmaline, and then a little sprinkling of that will come from your white zircon. $29.99 on this one. If you wanted to match those items, your multi-tourmaline ring, I believe, was $49.99. So you could get both of these. Look at that beautiful combo. Both of these for under $100. What a steal, you guys. Under $100 for the bangle and the ring. And, you know, sometimes you don't want to overdo it, but I think with these two, they really complement each other well. Don't you think, Elias? They look nice together.
Very rainbowy.
Like, it's a good pairing. It's not too much. I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to be matchy-matchy. But this is kind of just enough with these two. Great reviews. Thank you for pulling those up, Elias, on the bangle. Linda said, a real treasure. Love this bracelet. The stones are brilliant. The stainless steel looks just like white gold. Couldn't be happier with this purchase. Dina said, great purchase. The stones are beautiful and sparkly, and the bracelet snaps closed very securely. We always love that. I love that it is stainless steel. Very pleased. And then Diana said, excellent buy. Put this on as soon as I got it, and it has been on my wrist for weeks now. Have gotten several compliments, like that it works with whatever else I'm wearing because of the multicolors. And that is such a great point that Diana is saying, is because of those multi-tourmaline stones, you can wear this with anything that you have in your closet. It is going to match. And someone else also mentioned that they love that it's made in stainless steel. And so I want to mention that to y'all. Here at Shop LC, we actually own one of the only 3 stainless steel plants in the world. So we are doing things with jewelry in stainless steel that you are not going to find anywhere else. The quality of our stainless steel pieces is unmatched. And the thing with stainless steel is that it's hypoallergenic. So no matter what, wearing it is not going to upset. It's not going to upset your skin. You're not going to, have a little red tone, or some things even turn your finger green. You are not going to encounter that with our stainless steel. It's going to be extremely durable pieces of jewelry made with stainless steel and high quality products. We're really kind of working our magic with stainless steel. And what that does for y'all is that just means we get to give you even better pricing because we're utilizing stainless steel. So you're getting your same amazing quality gemstones with stainless steel, which is just giving you a little more bang for your buck because we're able to give you more gemstones at a lower price by utilizing our stainless steel plant. It is just a win-win. That bangle will be item 102. You will comment sold 102 for our multi-tourmaline bangle. Again, $10 utilizing your budget pay on that one. Thank y'all for spending your Saturday with us. We're so happy to be here. Courtney will be with you here this afternoon. So we got a fun day lined up with you here on the live streams. I'll be back again with y'all tomorrow afternoon. So we have just got a whole lot going on this weekend, and we're so happy to be here with y'all. Now, next up, we have an anklet, and I'm wearing boots, unfortunately, so I can't really try it on for y'all. I'll try it on the wrist. But anklets are such a fun little addition to your jewelry collection. I don't know, do many of y'all out there have anklets? I don't actually think I have an anklet. And it's something, I might need to get this one at this price point. $24.99, $8.33 on budget pay. And guess what? With this anklet, it's sterling silver. So are you going on vacation for spring break? Are you going to the beach? Are you going to Florida? Florida is the beach, but are you going to a beach in Florida? This is going to be sterling silver. So you can wear this to the beach. You can wear this to the pool. It's not gonna damage it. If it does start to turn a little bit, you know what you can do? Tarnish a little bit. You just polish it. That simple. It's gonna be 10 inches. Now here's the thing with the anklet. It's not adjustable. So you do have your 30-day joy guarantee. So if it doesn't fit you right, you do have 30 days for easy returns. But it is gonna be 10 inches. No adjustability there. You have a lobster claw clasp. And this is what we call a station style. So as you move throughout the chain, you're gonna have these oval beads, sterling silver beads. Those are your little stations. You're getting 2.5 grams of sterling silver for $24.99, $8.33 utilizing budget pay. Y'all, you're getting 2.5 grams of sterling silver. I mean, that is worth the price. Sterling silver, if you go out, even if you're at discount stores, sterling silver is not cheap. Sterling silver is pricey, and so we're able to give you a really good value on the sterling silver. Now, I think of a station bracelet, a station necklace, station anklet, and my analogies are really silly, and I don't know how we came up with the name, not us, but how the jewelry industry came up with the name of a station bracelet or a station, style. But I always say it is kind of like this is the train track. And each of these little beads is a station on that train track. And so you move along, you stop, you move along, you stop. That's what I think about. That's how I think of a station kind of chain or a station anklet. So I think this would be the perfect addition to your spring break or your summer vacation look. Imagine this with a cute sundress, maybe even with your swimsuit and a beautiful cover up. It's just adding a little bit of flair, a little bit more of a stylized look, kind of to that effortless beach or pool look that you're creating. This just gives you a little bit of glamour. And I'm someone who I love to put jewelry on when I'm at the beach. I think it's fun to put, a pair of cute hoops or a chain with your swimsuit or your cover up. I just think it kind of adds a little bit to it. It makes you feel fun. And so what a perfect addition. If you did want something that's just subtle, it's not over the top, you're not going to walk out, with huge diamond earrings and a big chain to the beach, but an anklet, perfect. And you're probably going to be walking barefoot in the sand or wearing sandals. And so this is just going to add to your look. $24.99. Maybe you get this for a gentleman in your life as a bracelet. Do you have a gentleman in your life who likes subtle jewelry? This could be a great bracelet for a man as well. It's nice and subtle, sterling silver, so it's going to be durable. You can wear it day in and day out. So 10 inches on this one, it would work as a gentleman's bracelet also. Y'all, $8.33 on budget pay. Under $10 will get this home to you. And I don't think I mentioned our shipping on the live streams. Complimentary shipping as long as you spend $49.99 or more. So if you wanted to add this to your cart, you can continue in on the live stream and see if you find another item, add that to your cart, and as soon as you hit $49.99, you are not paying shipping. So might as well keep shopping, right? Here was that anklet one more time. Take a look at those stations. There's some cutting in those sterling silver beads. You are going to get a little bit of glisten and glimmer with your sterling silver beads. $24.99, you guys. This will be item 102. You'll comment sold 102 for our sterling silver anklet. What a perfect time for us to be selling an anklet, right? It is the perfect time. It is right there before we are heading into spring break season. And then before we know it, I feel like once springtime comes, next thing we know, it's going to be summertime. So this is the season to get an anklet into your jewelry collection. Now's the time, you guys, especially at that price point. $24.99. If you go out in the middle of summer and you're at a boutique store, they're going to try to charge you, $50, $60, $70 for an anklet because they know that it's going to be on trend. You're going to be seeing other people at the pool or at the beach with an anklet. You're going to be like, ooh, I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to try that. So you're going to be in a boutique store and they're going to know it's prime time for an anklet and they're going to charge you insane prices. So get it now. You can try it. Maybe you haven't worn an anklet before. Maybe you're like me and you just didn't know if it was your style. Go ahead and grab it. Go ahead and try it. And then if you don't love it, guess what? 30-day easy returns here at Shop LC. So continuing on, we are going to have a Sleeping Beauty turquoise ring. You guys, Sleeping Beauty turquoise is such a magical stone. It is mined in Arizona. Now that mine has actually been closed for 12 years. They closed the mine in June of 2012. And so it has been 12 years. We are so lucky here at Shop LC that we are still able to bring you Sleeping Beauty turquoise pieces because we don't know for how long we will be able to do that with the fact that Sleeping Beauty turquoise just simply isn't being mined anymore. You have 1.6 total carats on this. You're going to have your Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and then you're going to have simulated blue diamonds as those accent stones right there on your shank. You'll have 3 round Sleeping Beauty turquoise stones. That's going to be the showpiece of this ring. And then as you move to the sides of the ring, that's where you will have 3 simulated diamonds on each side. 1.6 total carats, amazing size range, you guys. Sizes 5 all the way through 10. Whatever your ring size is, we have this ring for you today. We are talking about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, a variety of turquoise that is no longer able to be mined, for $19.99, $6.67 if you would like to utilize your budget pay. This is a steal, you guys. To find Sleeping Beauty turquoise, a rare form of turquoise, I know if you shop here at Shop LC often, you're like, we see Sleeping Beauty turquoise all the time. And we are so lucky because we do. We get quite a few pieces of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. We have Sleeping Beauty turquoise that we got long ago that we're kind of holding on to, and we're maximizing that so they all can have these Sleeping Beauty turquoise pieces. But we will not always be able to provide this many Sleeping Beauty turquoise pieces. And at the price point of $19.99, you really can't go wrong. Think about gifting. Even for the younger ladies in your life, I always say when you're at that under $50 price point, it's a perfect time for gifts for the younger ladies in your life. Maybe they're learning how to take care of their fine jewelry. And you don't want to invest on a really expensive piece of jewelry for, high school, college age girls. And then next thing you know, it's lost in a locker room. It's left on the school bus. Someone in their dorm borrows it and you don't get it back. You just never know. And so I say with pieces like this is a good opportunity. You got to start somewhere with learning how to care for your fine jewelry. And so $19.99, $20, that is the perfect opportunity to start doing that. And it's $6.67, utilizing your budget pay. I also love that we have those small sizes available, 5 and 6. Sometimes on the live stream, we get low quantities, and the small sizes, they go so quick, you guys. So hop in on that, especially if you're a size 5. $19.99. This is a new item here at Shop LC. So if you get it, leave a review, you guys, because we want to see how you're wearing it. We want to see how you are styling it with your wardrobe. And yeah, absolutely, this is cute for all ages. I would wear this. I could see my mom wearing this. I could see my grandma wearing this. Sleeping Beauty turquoise is for everyone, and this is such a simple, timeless design. I mean, it really is for absolutely anyone. It's dainty, but those Sleeping Beauty turquoise, that robin's egg blue, even though it's dainty, that color really captures the eye. The ring is dainty in style, but the color is bold. Like nothing can compete with Sleeping Beauty turquoise, just that pure color. And if you're new with Sleeping Beauty turquoise, what really separates Sleeping Beauty turquoise from the rest of other types of turquoise is that it doesn't have any matrix. It doesn't have any veining. It is just absolutely pure in color. Look at those round stones. Look at how pure they are. Cameron, come here. You want to look at these round stones? You're going to knock that table over if you walk around it. Come around this way. There we go. She's trying to venture off. I'm like, we're going to start knocking things over here in the live stream. So you look at those stones and all you see is this deep, rich blue color. I know some of y'all probably love other turquoise. I love all kinds of turquoise. I'm a turquoise girl. Maybe that is just like the Texan in me. I like a little bit of Western. But with Sleeping Beauty turquoise, you're just going to get such a rich, deep color that it just pops. It is so eye-catching. And so, yeah, I would say for $19.99, this is a great piece. It's kind of an investment piece because we don't know how much longer we'll be able to provide Sleeping Beauty turquoise. I can't even believe that we're doing it for $19.99 right now. So get in on that. What do you think, girlfriend? Yeah, you like it? You like it? Okay, sit. Sit, sister. Good girl. All right, we do have one more piece of Sleeping Beauty turquoise coming up for y'all. That ring, again, was $19.99. She's going rogue, you guys. $19.99 on the ring. Now, next we have a piece, and I believe it's Bali Legacy. Yes, it is Bali Legacy. Okay, you guys, Bali Legacy. I'll try not to go too far on my tangent because if you see me on the live stream or even on TV, I oftentimes talk about my experiences in Bali when I talk about the Bali Legacy pieces. So with this, it will be a standalone pendant. Do not... You're okay. Do not let that deter you. Come here. Okay, sit. Sit. There we go. Okay, do not let that deter you from purchasing because guess what? If you have any silver tone, sterling silver, white gold chain, guess what you can do? You can just slip this pendant right onto that chain. There we go. She just got a little energized. Oops. Okay. So you can just slip this right onto that chain that you already have and you are ready to rock and roll, but you are getting a top quality piece of sterling silver jewelry with your Bali Legacy pieces. The thing about Bali Legacy, you guys, is these are actually handcrafted pieces made in Bali. The Balinese people are known for their intricate craftsmanship when it comes to sterling silver jewelry. they are known for really just having so much pride and workmanship. And I always mention, having visited Bali, just no matter what you're doing, or no matter what experiences you're having in Bali, whether it's different tours, whether it's, just at restaurants, whatever it is, the Balinese people take a lot of pride in their craft, and that shows so much in our Bali Legacy pieces, because these are handcrafted pieces. Look at the detailing in that photo behind me. And just imagine the fact that that is handcrafted. Imagine the hours, the time, the energy, kind of the brain capacity to so intricately design something. I don't think I could do it. Like, I think I would go crazy trying to create something with so much detail. I don't think I would have the capacity, but we are bringing this jewelry to you. This is going to be a dragon style pendant. It's like this dragon is actually just holding on to that prized piece of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You have that oval shaped Sleeping Beauty turquoise right there in the center, and that dragon is just kind of wrapped around it, holding on to that little treasured stone. 1.9 carats on our Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You're gonna have that turquoise. You're gonna have that one centerpiece oval. It looks like we are doing a bundle and save option today, where you can get the pendant and a pair of Bali Legacy earrings with Sleeping Beauty turquoise as well. And if you bundle those, you're actually gonna get 10% off. So you can do that right there on the Shop LC website. If you comment sold 104 and you head to this product page, you will see the bundle option as well. $49.99 on this one. 5 budget payments of $10. I don't think I went into budget pay, did I, Elias?
I don't think you
did. Yeah, okay, we got to talk about budget pay real quick. We'll try not to take too long on it, but budget pay, you guys, is just a little gift from us to you. What budget pay is going to do is it's going to give you the opportunity to get some of your favorite pieces of jewelry for a fraction of the price up front, and then we will portion out the rest of your price over time. So with this one, you'll pay $10 today, and then over the next 4 months, you'll pay $10 a month until you reach $49.99. It's not a credit card. It's not a line of credit, so you won't have to run a credit check. You won't have to give us all of your information. You don't have to sign anything away. Second off, there's 0 interest. So you really have nothing to lose by utilizing budget pay. You're just going to have a little bit more fluid cash on you at the moment. And then as the course of the months progress, you'll just pay those equal payments over time. And guess what else? It's $49.99. So even though you're only paying $10 today, you're still going to get complimentary shipping. So we make it really easy to purchase here at Shop LC. We really do want you to have the opportunity to have some of these pieces. Something like Sleeping Beauty turquoise, where if you went out there, you would pay hundreds of dollars for Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You can get it for under $100 today. $49.99 for the pendant. We have that ring for $19.99 with budget pay options as well. I mean, we are giving you the opportunity to get your hands on stones that are no longer even being mined. That's really special, and we really do want to increase those opportunities as much as possible, and so that's why we do things like budget pay and free shipping and really just our pricing in general. So here was that Bali Legacy pendant. This is going to be item 104. You can comment sold 104 for that Sleeping Beauty turquoise pendant. Again, part of the Bali Legacy collection. If you look at this pendant, you guys, even on the bail, you have beautiful sterling silver work from bail all the way to the bottom. If you take a peek at the back there, you see that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You see all of the beautiful silver work. It is just so well crafted. If you were to go into a local sterling silver shop, there's a huge chain sterling silver shop that we have all been in looking for charms or bracelets. And that store, you will go in there, and this would easily be $100. I'm not sure if they have turquoise. I haven't been to a sterling silver store in a little bit because, hey, I work at Shop LC, so I don't need to. I'm getting all the best deals right here in the house at Shop LC. But even to get a charm would likely be close to this price, and you're not even talking about getting a Sleeping Beauty stone.
I did bring you other chains if you want to show the styles.
Oh, that is such a smart idea. Okay, Elias is changing the game here on the live stream. He's bringing extra chains. I love it. Thank you so much, Elias. I love that you brought this neck collar because I oftentimes mention the neck collars, like the stationary neck collars, when we're talking about Bali Legacy, but we never have one. That's so cool. Thank you. So if y'all have a neck collar, or if you don't, sometimes we have them on Shop LC. They'll come and go. They're from one of our other sterling silver brands actually makes these. But look at how nicely that looks. It's going to be up a little bit higher, not quite a choker, but it's going to sit right there on your collarbone. It creates a completely different dynamic look. Just gives you kind of almost a little bit of an elevated look. And also, depending on your neckline. So with my neckline, I had a little bit higher neckline. This way, that stone is right there above my neckline. You're really going to have all eyes on your stone. Okay, I'm cracking up because, okay, so my mom is here on the live stream and she said, "Hi, Elliot." And Mom, I love you and I know you're trying to welcome Elias in, but this is funny because we were talking about this like 2 days ago and I was like, "Elias, how do you prefer your name to be said? Do you like Elias or Elias?" Right? And he said either one. Right?
Yep.
Either one, Elias or Elias.
Either one sounds good.
But he said, and Hunter calls me Elliot. And we were cracking up laughing because I was like, Elliot? I was like, okay, no, I'm going to talk to Hunter because he can call you Elias or Elias. But Elliot is a no. Like, that is just too far off the charts. And I will give Hunter this. He doesn't hear well. So I feel like if you corrected him, he probably didn't hear it. And so he heard it one time. He heard it as Elliot, and he has just run with it. But guys, any of our live stream viewers, let's welcome Elias into our live stream family.
Thank you.
Elias, that is E-L-I-A-S, right?
That is correct.
Okay, Elias, E-L-I-A-S. So we are welcoming him into the live stream family, and he is getting the ball rolling over here like all on his own. He's doing things that we haven't been doing in the live stream, like bringing chain or necklace options. I mean, he's really stepping up the game here, so we're so lucky to have him here. Now, I want to show y'all on this black kind of twisted fabric chain as well. This twisted rope chain. Because you can do so many different looks with these pendants. Okay, look at that. Now you make it more of a casual pendant, an everyday pendant. I mean, such a great variety of ways that you can wear this jewelry. Also, I love that he brought these different necklaces out because guess what? This is a standalone pendant. So maybe you do have like a rope style necklace that you could put this on. Maybe you just want to get some black ribbon at your local like craft store. That would work too. There are so many different ways you can wear your standalone pendant. So never let that prohibit you from purchasing. $49.99 on this one. This will be our last piece of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So if you're looking to get some Sleeping Beauty turquoise today, these are your two options. We have our Bali Legacy pendant and we have that 3-stone ring.
Let's jump to the African amethyst.
Ooh, okay. We're moving on to some African amethyst. Again, we're going to have a 3-stone ring. You guys, this ring has a really unique look to it. So you have, I want to say rectangles, but I feel like they might be octagons. We'll look at our product details in a second. But you're going to have 3 stones right there vertical in the center. Those are going to be your African amethyst, a nice rich purple. And then on the sides, each side, you're going to have 4 horizontal diamond baguettes. Just look at the depth of color, though, on that purple. Ooh, this looks nice with my top today. Look at the brightness and the depth of color on your African amethyst. 3-stone ring, platinum over sterling silver. We're looking at 1.6 total carats. Sizes 6 through 10 are available. We are sold out on the far ends of the spectrum. We're sold out on 5 and 11, but we do have those center sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 available for you. $49.99. Again, this is a new item. When we have these new items, we're so lucky that we can get them on the live stream. $49.99, $10 if you'd like to use your budget pay. Of course, with that price point, you guys, you will get instant complimentary shipping. Now, these are baguette cut. Okay, so these are baguette as well. So your African amethyst, you'll have 3 vertical baguettes, and then on your shank, you'll have 4 horizontal baguettes. So we're just mixing and matching the baguettes on this ring. What a dynamic look. 1.6 total carats. Now, a carat and a half of that will come from your amethyst. So you're predominantly getting amethyst, and then we're just sprinkling the diamonds in on the side. These are natural amethyst. Can we scroll down and see if they're treated?
Yes.
So there is a little bit of heat treatment. But with that, I want to say, with many different stones, you will see that there might be a little bit of heat treatment. And the best way that I like to compare heat treatment, because I don't want you to think that that's a bad thing. I don't want you to be deterred going, oh, they're treated. You know, it's not natural. This is still a naturally occurring stone with your African amethyst. It has just been treated to enhance its natural beauty. So let's take my hair, for example, okay? I didn't actually curl it with a curling iron today. I used my heatless curler overnight. But let's think about it like this. I could wake up, I could come to work, and just have my natural hair. It's full, it's a little frizzy. It doesn't have much shape. It's just kind of, it's big and poofy. But I heat treat my hair sometimes with a curling iron. And I'm just enhancing what I've already got, okay? So think about that when you have a heat treated stone. It's not a negative. You're just enhancing the natural beauty. You're enhancing what is already naturally occurring. So think about it like that. Don't allow something, if you see the treatment word, never allow that to deter you from purchasing. $49.99 on our amethyst, $10 utilizing our budget pay. This one will be item 105. You're going to comment sold 105 for our African amethyst ring. And what did we say? Amethyst is the birthstone for January.
I think you're right.
I'm right? And we were having this debate with Jennifer, because I kept saying February. Wait, or is it February?
I think it might be February too.
Garnet is January. No, that's not right.
I
Let's
need to
see.
look that up. You got me questioning myself. I know Opal, October.
For some reason, these months, I guess because they're beginning of the year. Amethyst, February. Okay, February. Garnet is January.
Garnet, January.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I should know that. It's my mom's birthstone. But Mom, you don't really have any amethyst, so it's hard for me to piece those two together. But now I'm gonna remember my mom's birthstone. February birthstone for amethyst. Did you just have a birthday last month? Maybe you didn't treat yourself. Maybe now's the time to treat yourself. $49.99, you guys. You're getting 1.5 carats of African amethyst. That was item 105. We will continue along.
Next.
Ooh, we've got some really good looking studs, you guys. Are these London blue? No. They are even more unique, you guys. These are Dean Teal Fluorite. Wow. Okay, we have 3 shape options in these big, bold, solitaire studs. So we have a trillion cut, we have a cushion cut, and we have a round.
That is correct.
So I'm going to try on the trillion because, y'all, I love a trillion cut. A trillion cut, I believe, just allows so much light to enter the stone. And so you're going to get a lot of sparkle with a trillion cut. Now with these and just this beautiful color, I think these really are reminiscent a little bit of some London blue topaz as well, but you're going to get a little bit more vibrant teal color with these. So on your rounds, and I think the carat weight is going to vary just slightly based on the shape. So on the cushion cut, we're at 5.25 carats.
Yep.
On the rounds, we're at 4.65 carats, and then on the trillion, 4.65 carats again. So right around 5 carats on any of the options. And don't forget, when we talk about carat weight with earrings, that's going to be for your full set of earrings. So you're going to split that in half. So we're looking at about 2.5 carats per ear on these earrings. 8 millimeters in size, you guys. So these are not baby studs. These are not petite little stones. These are some show-stopping studs. They're definitely going to catch the eye. If you are someone who loves to have kind of a big splash with your jewelry, you love to really make an impression, but maybe you have a new baby, maybe you have a new grandbaby, or maybe you work with kids and their little hands get to going, and it's hard to wear a dangling earring when you're around a baby, because next thing you know, that might be pulled out of your ear, or their hands are like, oh, let go, please. With a stud, not gonna have to worry about it. Also, like if you're going to work out, you can keep these on. You're gonna have your hair up, your hair down, no matter what. You keep your studs on, you can sleep in them comfortably. I mean, studs are just perfect as your all day, everyday earring. And with a color tone like this, every time I see blue toned stones, I always go back to denim. And I go back to the fact that you can wear them with anything. I could wear these jeans with any top in my closet for the most part, and they're gonna look good. I could wear these earrings with any top in my closet, and they're gonna look good. It's that like denim effect, and I see that as well with blue toned jewelry. So here was the trillion cut on my ear. I'm gonna show you an up close of the round and the cushion. Actually, I'm gonna try the cushion on for y'all because those are gonna have the highest carat weight. The cushion cuts had 5 1/4. Oops. Brief pause because I dropped the earring back. That's okay. I'm gonna use this one. I'll find it right after.
Good.
All right. Carrie's like, she isn't even affected. The earring back fell and she's just laying there like, well, whatever. Don't know what you're talking about. We'll find it. They always turn up.
It's all good. You got the other pair.
Yes. All right, let me show y'all this cushion cut. This is gonna have the highest carat weight at 5 1/4, and I think you can actually see the difference. It's not a massive difference, but I think you do see a slightly larger presence on the ear with the cushion cut. Same price on the cushion cut, right?
Yes.
So $29.99 across the board. So I would say if you're looking for a larger look, the cushion cuts have a really nice presence on the ear. I mean, they really take over the earlobe with that 5 1/4 carat weight. Y'all, $7.50 on budget pay, regardless of which shape you go for. $29.99 total. What a good deal. Oh my goodness, maybe you get one for you and one for a gift. If you're thinking ahead to Easter gifts, this would be great. I, was mentioning on the live stream the other day, my mom, still gets me an Easter basket, but she'll do like, something special, like a little piece of jewelry or, a candle or something like that. And then, some little dollar store stuff mixed in, some socks and some candy. And so maybe this is something you get for your daughter, your granddaughter, and you do a pair of earrings, and then you just do, their favorite candy from the dollar store, some chapstick, those little things scattered in. But this could be that special piece. And these earrings are something that anybody, any age, is going to wear all the time. Like, you're just going to put them on all the time. They're going to add that perfect hint of color without being too over the top. So over 5 carats on your cushion cut. So that'll be about 60 points about 2.6 points per ear. And then 4.65 on the other 2 cuts. All 3 options are going to be nice and large in size. You're just going to have a little slightly bolder look with your cushion cut. Maybe you're trying to match them to a ring you have though, and so you're looking for a particular shape. You could always do that as well. Lots of different options when it comes to these earrings. I've tried on those too, so I might as well try on the rounds real quick for y'all as well. Round is kind of such a staple when it comes to solitaire studs. All right, here's that final pair. There are your rounds. That really is that staple shape, you guys. Just kind of perfect for everyday wear. Again, all 3 pairs are $29.99 with $7.50 utilizing our budget pay. These will be item 106. You can comment sold 106 for our Dean Teal Fluorite earrings. All 3 shape options available. I'm still looking for that earring back. I'll find it after the show. Camry honestly might be laying on it. I'm thinking that might be the case.
I actually like that idea with just like gifting it to any age.
Any age. It really is perfect for any age.
I got 3 nieces, so I might give each one of them.
Yeah. How old are your nieces?
They're actually all 5.
They're all 5?
Yeah.
Are any of them twins, or they're
No.
all just from different siblings?
All different siblings.
How cool is that? They all get to grow up together.
That's basically what they do.
That's so special. And do they all live in the same place?
Yeah. Not in the same house, but same
Well,
state.
okay. So they're all in Florida?
Kansas.
Kansas. Why did I say Florida?
Because you want to go to Florida.
Maybe that's it. Florida's just on my brain. I'm like, Elias's family's in Florida. They're all in Kansas. Oh, that's so sweet that they get to grow up together. And that's actually a great idea, Elias, because they can grow into those over time too. They're gonna wear those for like ever, pretty much.
I mean, they have the option always to trade with one another.
Oh, that's true. You've got 3 different shapes, 3 different nieces. Sorry, Camry. I was just looking for the earring back. I'm gonna let you keep resting. Little intruder here on the set today.
Okay, we got a ruby bracelet up next.
Ooh, okay, we have a ruby bracelet. You know, here at Shop, now that I'm working at Shop LC, I can invest in some rubies. Ruby is my birthstone. That is one that I can remember. Ruby is July. And what I love about our rubies here at Shop LC is I always thought of rubies as more of like just a red tone stone. But since coming to work here, I've realized rubies are actually in a great variety. You have more wine tones, you have more pink tones. This bracelet in particular, this is gonna be your Karis ruby. Actually, no, this is your ruby, but Karis is going to be the kind of collection of jewelry. So when you see Karis, we're utilizing platinum bond. So this is going to be one of our platinum bond pieces. Now this ruby in particular, it has kind of a fuchsia tone to it, which I love. I'm a pink girl. And so knowing that I could get my birthstone in a pink tone, sign me up. I am all about it, you guys. You know, when you would walk through stores growing up, like, you know, the big W store, I would see like rubies, and they were just like this bright red color. And I like a bright red, but it wasn't always my color when it came to jewelry. It just wasn't like bursting at the seams to get some bright red jewelry. But seeing beautiful pink tones in ruby, I love it. We're looking at 59 round rubies circling the wrist, 4.5 total carats. $49.99, you guys. Again, another item that will instantly qualify you for complimentary shipping. 4.5 total carats. You're going to have a double safety on this one. And you know what I love? You have pretty much no break in your stones. Look at that. Here's your clasp, your insert section. You have 3 round rubies going down the top of your closure. So you have no break in your stones. You'll utilize that insert tab, double safety. Listen for those clicks. There you go. That is locked in place. We have 3 size options on this one, 7 1/4, 6 1/2, and 8. So no matter your wrist size, we have a ruby bracelet for you. Whether your birthday is in July, whether you know someone's birthday is in July, or whether you just love that bright pink color, you need this in your jewelry collection. Looks like we have some other color options. We have an emerald. That one will be available in 7 1/4 and an 8. And then we have a blue sapphire, and that's going to be in all 3 size options. And you know what's great, you guys, is all 3 of these have our special live stream pricing. So you can get any of those stone options for $49.99 today. Maybe look for your birthstone, $10 utilizing our budget pay. And just to take a peek there, look at the clasp. If that were to turn around to the front of the bracelet, it's okay. It's beautiful because you have those 3 ruby stones placed right there on top of your clasp. Dwana said, this bracelet is beautiful. I am so glad I got one. Juanita said, they are beautiful. I can't wait to give them as birthday gifts to my 2 granddaughters this year. They will love them also. I love that. I love that we are all in the mindset of thinking about our family. Elias is thinking, hey, I need to get these earrings for my nieces. Juanita got these for her granddaughters. I mean, little petite pieces of jewelry like this, especially at this price point, is really great to gift to your friends, to your family, to those people you love. You want to give them something special. You want to give them something that's going to be timeless. And fine jewelry like this is going to be timeless. Take one more peek at that. Look at that bright, vibrant color on the ruby. I mean, is that what y'all think of when y'all think of ruby? Because maybe I have just been missing it all these years. Maybe I've just been looking at the wrong rubies. But I mean, even if you look on the screen, that is a bright fuchsia color. You're not looking at just this like red. You're looking at a beautiful fuchsia pink toned color. And it's so different than what I would typically think of with a ruby. Now, this is kind of a tennis style necklace or bracelet, so it would be great to layer with other tennis bracelets. Maybe you have a diamond tennis bracelet. Ooh. Maybe you have another gemstone tennis bracelet. Maybe today you buy a couple of different colors and you layer those and you get a little rainbow going on the wrist. $49.99, absolutely timeless, everyday pieces of jewelry. This is petite in size. So this is going to be something that you could wear day in, day out, running errands. If you're a teacher, teaching, if you're with your children, your grandchildren all day, this would be such an easy piece of jewelry just to add a little bit of sparkle, add a little bit of color without getting in the way of your everyday routine. And again, that tennis style bracelet is timeless. It is never going out of style. There's not going to be a day where someone's like, tennis bracelet, what's that? Oh no. Tennis bracelets are pretty much legendary. And I loved a video I saw yesterday. A kind of influencer, I would say, that my mom and I love to follow. Her name's Tiffany Hendra. And she did a video and she was saying how all throughout life she's kind of someone who overdresses a little. Even as a little girl, she always wanted to have a little purse and a little jewelry, and she liked her shoes. She was like, you know, when you overdress, people will always look at you and go, why are you dressed like that? Like, why are you wearing that? And someone who does overdress, and I overdress all the time, we don't look at the other person and go, well, why are you dressed like that? We don't do that. With your jewelry, you guys, more is more sometimes. And if someone is looking at you going, you're over the top, then do not worry about them. It is okay to be over the top. It is okay to layer up your bracelets. It is okay to have a big pair of stud earrings, even if you're running to the grocery store. That is what life is about. Life is about making the most of every moment, being who you are. So don't feel like you have to shy away. I get on to my grandma sometimes because she's like, I'm too old to wear bling. I'm like, no, you're not. There's no such thing. That is what life is about. It is about expressing yourself. It is about being you. And jewelry gives you a really great opportunity to do that. But if you are someone who likes to keep things a little bit more minimal, this would be a good bracelet for you because it's not too crazy in size. It's kind of just that perfect size. It's dainty, it's elegant, but it's great for everyday wear. That will be item 107, lucky number 7. I would say, you guys, if you know someone with a July birthday, that would be a great gift to go ahead and get now and put away. I found the earring back.
Nice.
I've been, if y'all have noticed over there, I've been slowly scanning the floor as I walk back and forth for that earring back. I'm always just afraid I'll step on it. I don't know. They're pretty sturdy. I don't know that I'd even damage it, but that's what's running through my mind sometimes. Okay, look what we have. This is so cute. I mean, y'all know, I go crazy for a heart. Okay, look at this heart pendant, you guys. It is going to come ready to wear, ready to gift with your chain. This is going to be natural, Tanzanian natural green apatite. So green apatite, it's going to be a subtle green. I call it not quite an apple green, it's just such a subtle green, like a mossy green. It will come with your 20-inch vermeil yellow gold chain. 85 points on that green apatite. Look at the color. It really shows that more on a light tone. If you see that on my hand, you're going to see that mossy green hue of your Tanzanian natural green apatite. I love that we've placed this in a heart because green isn't typically the color that you would think of with as the most feminine color, but we've paired a color with a very feminine shape, a very feminine design. And so it's going to bring that natural green apatite, a little bit of a feminine flair, a little bit of a feminine touch. Also, if you look at that heart, it's a subtle heart shape. So maybe you are someone who is about being a little bit subtle and you're not like, bam, bam, give me the hearts, give me the glitter, give me the pink. That's me. We're not all like that, right? Maybe you like to keep things a little more subtle. This is going to be a nice subtle heart shape, a nice subtle color tone in your Tanzanian green apatite. It comes ready to wear, ready to gift. $39.99. Utilize your budget pay, guys. $10 on budget pay. Another great piece for any age group. I could see the little ladies in your life just loving this heart shape. And again, when you get them fine jewelry, the special thing about that is it's something that can grow with them. It's something that they're going to continue to wear over time. $39.99 on this one. This is one of our new pieces as well. I have not seen this before. And I want to show y'all how the chain loops through because it gives it a really cute angled look on the neckline. It's not just, you know, a little bail holding that heart. They've done a really unique job with that. So actually on the back of your necklace, you're going to have 2 hooks and you slip your chain through both of those hooks right there kind of on the edge of your heart. And so that's going to give you that side kind of slanted look on your heart. $39.99 on that one, you guys. What a beautiful green color. Just that dusting, that mossy green. It's subtle, it's natural. 2 millimeters on each of these round Tanzanian green apatite. $39.99. That will be item 108. You can comment sold 108. Does your daughter have a daddy-daughter dance coming up? This could be a sweet little gift for your daughter from her dad. And it's something that the heart shape, I think the heart shape does give it a youthful look. But ladies, we never really grow out of heart shapes. We always love the heart shape. I mean, it's just sentimental, it's sweet. It's a shape that really resonates with everyone because it does have so much meaning behind it, right? A heart, it represents love. And love kind of reminds us of happiness. It reminds us of the people in our lives. All right, moving on to a ring. I'm like, where did I have this?
These are rainbow moonstone.
Rainbow moonstone. Where did I put this one? Am I crazy?
No, it's right there.
Oh, thank you, Elias. Okay. Wow, okay, you guys, this is really a very special ring. Okay, we have a rainbow moonstone 5-stone ring. This is going to have a really big look. And I want to mention, not only do you have your 5-stone of your rainbow moonstone, which, I mean, what a magical, mystical stone. You almost get a look of an opal with these. You get kind of this iridescent glow. It's going to have lots of different colors in there. Shades of blue, shades of gold, kind of colors of the rainbow. But in addition to that, we also have mixed metal work. I love seeing mixed metal work, one, because I think it makes any piece of jewelry extremely versatile. Whether you have an everyday pendant that's white gold, whether you have an everyday pendant that's sterling silver, whether you have an everyday pendant that's yellow gold, you're going to be able to bring this ring into your collection because it has that mixed metal tone. So in your metal work, all around your stones and kind of the base of this ring is all going to be platinum over sterling silver. However, do you see this detailing on the exterior of your stones? That's going to be done in vermeil yellow gold. So you have this detailing, it's kind of like a heart shape here on the top and bottom of those stones. And then it goes kind of into a ribboning design outward. You're also going to have that vermeil yellow gold metalwork right there on your shank. Beautifully designed. Look at the interior as well, you guys. Look at the detailing on the interior of this ring. Great size run in these. Well, I say great because I'm a petite fingered girl. But we have sizes 5, 6, 7, and 8. We are currently sold out 9 and 10. Again, you guys, click on that little red bell. Put your email in so we can notify you if we do get your size back in stock. Look at the presence on the finger. And also just, again, such a versatile piece of jewelry. I think today's show could almost be your everyday jewelry because almost everything we've had is so versatile. You can mix it up with so many different outfits. You could dress it up, dress it down. We've just had some really great versatile pieces today. And that 5-stoned look is so on trend. Just those 5 stones, full coverage on the finger, from finger to finger. All you're gonna see is that rainbow moonstone. 4 budget payments on this one of 3.35 carats on your rainbow moonstone. If you love that look of an opal, if you love that iridescent glow, that is going to be a really nice option for you because you're going to get that similar look, that rainbow, slightly milky, not as milky as an opal, but kind of like this dusted rainbow look within your stone. And then you gotta give some attention to that beautiful metal work. I mean, such intricate design with the heart, with the ribboning down the shank. Absolutely stunning. $39.99 on this one, you guys. We're looking at over 3.35 carats on your premium rainbow moonstone. That will be item 109. It does look like a princess ring. It's kind of mystical and magical with that rainbow moonstone.
Reminds me of Aurora Borealis.
It does, doesn't it? It has that look to it. I think the heart shapes too, in the vermeil yellow gold, this kind of does give it like a Disney princess look with those little hearts. It's like you have a little crown. So pretty.
We got some matching earrings to go with the ring.
Ooh, okay. We're sticking along with our rainbow moonstone. Oh, and we have a pendant. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got some great moonstone coming up for you guys. So we talked about Bali Legacy a little bit earlier. We were moving back to some Bali Legacy, but we have a Bali Legacy piece, a Bali Legacy pair of earrings with rainbow moonstone. Again, with Bali Legacy, you know you are getting top quality sterling silver work. And then you have that petite rainbow moonstone right there in the center. Not even petite, but it is going to be a pear shape. You have this beautiful little flower. I would call it a, why am I blanking on what that flower is? It's like a hibiscus kind of looking flower right there in your sterling silver. So right here, you're going to have a sterling silver flower. I call that kind of a little bit of a hibiscus flower. Then you move along to this detailing around your moonstone. It's kind of like a weaved sterling silver detailing, fish hook backs. And what I was mentioning earlier with the Bali Legacy pieces is these are hand-crafted sterling silver pieces. So you are all that metal work, that weaving around your moonstone, that hibiscus flower, all of that, you guys, is artisan crafted in Bali by these Balinese jewelers. It's so impressive, the work they do. I'm gonna measure these out for y'all. Nice dangle on those. Nearly 2 inches. 4.25 carats. So we're looking at just over 2 carats on each ear with these teardrop shaped or pear shaped moonstones. It's that little flower though, that little added flower. I mean, these would be a cute earring with if it was just that teardrop shape drop. But you add that little dangling flower, and it really takes them to the next level. $10 utilizing your budget pay. You're going to get premium rainbow moonstone, over 2 carats per ear. And then all that beautiful sterling silver work. I don't even know what's better. I'm like, the carat weight on the moonstone is incredible, but also just the intricate detailed design of our Bali Legacy pieces. They go hand in hand to create an absolutely stunning pair of earrings for $49.99, $10 utilizing our budget pay. Let's just take one more look at the detailing. So you're gonna have your little link that's gonna hold your flower right there. Then you're gonna have another link that will hold your drop portion with your moonstone. So you're gonna get a lot of movement in these earrings. They're sturdy, but they're gonna give lots of movement, nice little flirty look for you. And the cool thing about our Bali Legacy pieces, you guys, is what we do is we send our Balinese artisans the raw materials. And then we say, make what you wanna make. Because it's like with art. I love that Cheryl was saying this the other day on the live TV show. She was saying, you know, with an artist, you don't give them paint and a canvas and say, paint a flower with a bear. You don't tell them what to paint. You let them create because they're artists. And our Bali legacy artisans, they're artists, you guys. This is like wearing art. We give them materials, we give them the raw materials, and they create beautiful pieces of jewelry. We let them get creative. We let them use these tools however they see fit because they know they're the experts. They've been designing jewelry for hundreds of years. And so we let them take the reins and design what they want to design, and they never disappoint. Piece after piece comes in with our Bali Legacy collection, and they sell out because they really do create magical pieces of jewelry. These pieces that kind of take in the Bali heritage and just allow everyone to experience the beauty of Bali right there in their pieces of jewelry. $49.99 on these. These will be item 110. So you're going to comment sold 110 if you were on Facebook or Instagram. TikTok friends, y'all can follow the link in our bio, and that will give you an opportunity to shop via our website. These will have complimentary shipping as well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We have just around 30 minutes left in this live stream, and we've got a lot more to cover. So hopefully we can get through. We don't want to miss anything today.
And we're gonna hit them with a pendant, matching
Ooh,
pendant.
okay.
That'll be the last of the rainbow.
Okay, this matching pendant, you know, we have a nice little collection here, Elias, because this pendant, we've got the moonstone with the African amethyst. We've got our African amethyst ring, got the earrings. Y'all could create a nice collection today, you guys. We've got some really good stuff.
Be your own rainbow.
Yeah. Okay, here's that pendant. This is a nice Sisley pendant, and look at the bail on that. That bail is kind of like a little tube or like a little tunnel bail. It's going to give a really prominent look. I'm definitely going to try this on with that neck collar that Elias brought for us because I think this would look so cool on the neck collar. You are getting 13.2 carats. Safe to say, at least 13 of those carats are coming from your rainbow moonstone. Look at the size of that rainbow moonstone. Like I was mentioning, you guys, it's going to have that milky, iridescent color similar to an opal. It's going to give you kind of a rainbow display of color. And then you have worked into it that petite African amethyst stone that's just placed right there in the center of your bail, adding a pop of color, adding a little bit of luxury. But look at all the sterling silver work. This is another piece that is just so intricately designed. On that bail, you have beautiful silver work. I mean, again, look at how substantial that bail is. Then you have your sterling silver beading all the way around your moonstone, and you kind of have these little fleur-de-lis designs on the top and bottom holding that moonstone right there in place. Guys, we're looking at 13 carats of moonstone with the addition of an African amethyst with intricate sterling silver design for $49.99, complimentary shipping, $10 on budget pay. The good times just keep on rolling, you guys. I'm going to try this on with the neck collar. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this with the neck collar. I am so glad Elias thought to bring this in because this completely changes the look of this pendant. This is such a stylized, high-end look. This looks like something you would walk into a specialty jewelry boutique and come out with something like this. $49.99. If you have a neck collar already, perfect. Do we have any on Shop LC currently? I feel like they come in and out because they sell out like every time. Y'all, I am falling in love with this look. Elias is checking that out for us. We will get them sometimes. Okay, so it looks like we have some...
These are different styles.
Yeah, we have some different styled neck collars, y'all. A lot of times these will come with Bali Legacy or Sajin Silver, and they sell out so quick. So keep your eyes out if you don't already have one of these more like stationary neck collars, because this is a great investment if you are someone who collects pendants. You can really change up the look of your pendant with one of these more stationary neck collars. It's going to give you kind of an alternative look to your standard chain when utilizing your pendant. And if you shop with us a lot at Shop LC, over time, you're going to have a nice little pendant collection. And so you want to have as much versatility in styling those items as you can. And as soon as we get the neck collars back in stock, I'm going to make sure that we are able to have them right here on the live stream, because I think everyone out there needs one. We have one. No, we don't. It's a chain. Sorry, guys. I got overly excited. I was like, we have it. Well, we will definitely get them back over time. I know for a fact Sajin Silver had them back in like October or November. And so they likely just sold out, but we'll get them back. They just give you such a different look.
Here we go.
Oh, we do have one. Okay, yes, it is the Sajin Silver. It is going to be 20 inches, 19.5 grams of sterling silver. I'm going to say, or actually, Elias is going to copy and paste the item number into the comments so that if y'all like to purchase one of these, you can do that. Because you guys, this completely amps up your jewelry collection. This gives you a huge variety of ways to wear pendants that you already have. If you are looking for something just to spice up your jewelry game, you're like, you know, I've had these pendants for 10 years. This is going to give you a whole new look, a whole fresh look with pendants that you might already have in your home. So I would say grab one of these. They're $114.99. You're going to wear them so much. It's like having a sterling silver chain, but with a whole different look. And you're getting 19.5 grams of sterling silver. So you want to grab one of those to pair with your Bali Legacy pendants, really with any pendant in your jewelry collection. Having one of these silver, sterling silver kind of neck chokers, neck collars is just going to amp up your jewelry game for sure. So I'm glad we were able to find that on the website. I'm gonna go back into this pendant a little bit. I got sidetracked. I get overly excited sometimes. Here's an up close, and actually, as you look at the pendant, it's not showing it as well. I guess it is now, but you actually have that fleur-de-lis design all the way around your moonstone, really holding it in place. Again, there is that veil, really impressive veil. It's kind of like this tube veil. It's wide, it's bold, with the African amethyst right there in the center. And then look at the back. You see that moonstone. You see your sterling silver. It is just placed so beautifully into the sterling silver structure. $114.99. Oh no, that's not this. I'm sorry. That is the choker. The choker is $114.99. Yes, Patricia Powell. This would be perfect for you if you don't have one of these to put different pendants on and change up the look of your necklaces versus a sterling silver chain. This is done in sterling silver, so it's going to last you forever. If it ever has any tarnish, you can just polish it up. But it is going to be something that can just kind of change up your jewelry looks by switching them onto something like this. It just completely changes the look. So that was $114.99 for the choker, the sterling silver choker. And that's like stationary, you guys. This is some impressive, sturdy sterling silver. Okay, now finishing off with our pendant here, our moonstone with African amethyst. Beautiful sterling silver work. You guys, $49.99 on this, $10 on budget pay. If you love that opal look, if you love an iridescent glow, a little rainbow sparkle, this could be a pendant for you. That will be item 111, comment sold 111 for our moonstone pendant. We've now had 3 moonstone pieces, which we're kind of lucky because I don't feel like we get moonstone that often on the live stream. And we have had 3 moonstone pieces. Elias is getting y'all all of that information for your sterling silver choker if y'all wanted to purchase that. And I'm going to try this pendant on with our final option here on these necklaces. I love it because we're showing you so many different dynamic looks with the same pendant. So there we go, you guys. Elias has put in the item number. So if you go to shoplc.com, you can type in that item number if you would like to purchase that choker. You are going to wear that so much, you guys. Here's the third way that you could wear this, you guys, simply on a black material cord, a black rope cord. It is going to kind of give you a more downplayed look with the same great pendant. So much versatility in a pendant like this, all just switching out those different chains, switching out the way you wear it, whether you're on a neck collar, whether you're on a rope, whether you're on a chain, a simple sterling silver chain. All 3 ways you're going to have completely dynamic looks. We hope y'all are having such a good Saturday out there. Some pretty beautiful weather here in Austin. Hopefully y'all are enjoying some nice weather as well. It's so funny. It's like it's moving into March, so we should be getting into our spring weather now. I can't believe it's March.
It's flying by.
Time is going by so fast this year. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Yeah, y'all, spring is officially upon us. Thank goodness. I hope we don't get too much more cold here in Texas. I'm not a cold weather person. I will take those warm weather days.
So let's hit him with some Brazilian citrine.
Okay, you guys, this is a really cool ring for multiple reasons. One, we have Brazilian citrine. You're getting 1.85 carats of that Brazilian citrine. Full size run on the Brazilian citrine option, sizes 5 all the way to 11. So we have you covered when it comes to the size. Look at the size on the Brazilian citrine. Look at how substantial it looks. It is going to be bezel set, so fully protected on all sides and lifted. Look at the height on that. That is going to sit high off your finger. If you love something with a little bit of height, you are going to get that with this ring. We've got 2 other color options. We'll check and see the size run on those. So we'll have amethyst, a little bit more limited in size. It looks like we have 6, 8, 9, and 10 on the amethyst, that February birthstone. And then we'll have sky blue topaz. Ooh, love that. Sizes 7, 8, and 9 available. So limited sizing on your amethyst and sky blue topaz, but all 3 will be at the price point of $24.99. But here's another cool part about that. So let's unpack this. 1, look at the bezel setting on this. Look at how prominent that is, how it places the stone so high up on the finger. That is the one thing I want to unpack. Number 2, this is a spinner ring. So what that means is your band actually spins through the ring. See that? Your band actually spins. So it's going to have a crescent, moon, and star design all the way around your band, but it spins. What you doing, girlfriend? And what that is good for. So 1, it's just cool. If you're out and about, you have this little spinning band. But I love this because it actually helps with anxiety. Do I have anybody out there who has a little bit of anxiety? I do. This fur dog right here, she's got some major anxiety. We came into Shop LC and she was anxious as all get out. So with a ring like this, if you deal with any anxiety, I know I do. And I'm the type of person that I will be at a restaurant and I will have that straw wrapper and it is like rolled and wrapped, and the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm messing with it, and by the end of the dinner the straw wrapper is like crinkled, and or if you're like going to a meeting, an important meeting or something, I've got like the edges of my paper like folded or crinkled. I start doing goofy things, you guys, because I need something to do with my hands to let out that anxious energy. Well, here's a nice subtle way. This ring, you can spin this and it's letting you do something with your hands. It's letting you get that anxiety out. And no one's going to notice. They used to always say the trick with like a paper clip. They would say if you're going into a meeting and you have anxiety, keep a paper clip in your hand and you can kind of move and mold the paper clip throughout, and that's a way to release your anxiety. Well, this is a much more stylish way to release your anxiety than having a paper clip. And you spin that ring. It's also good like in the midst of a like true anxiety attack. Like if you were actually having a panic attack, and I've had quite a few panic attacks, and they say what you need to do, feel something, think about something you can feel, something like close your eyes, think about something you can feel, something you can smell, something you can hear, and you focus your thoughts on that, and it's going to bring you back to where you actually are. Because anxiety and a panic attack is really, it's like your mind taking you to somewhere that you're not. It's your mind thinking of something that hasn't happened yet, something that probably won't even happen, and so you got to bring yourself back to where you actually are, your current reality. And so you got to focus on what can you feel. Okay, I can feel this ring. I'm moving this band. It's bringing me back to where I'm at. So it's really special in that fact. Not only is it a beautiful piece of jewelry, but it has a really great functionality to it. I mean, maybe you have a daughter, granddaughter, goddaughter that is in college or high school and dealing with a lot of like anxiety, maybe getting up to do presentations. This would be something good for them as well. It's like a little trick. You got a little trick up your sleeve, but instead you have a little trick on your finger with this spinner ring. Take a peek at it though, because it really is a gorgeous piece of jewelry. I mean, that Brazilian citrine is prominent. 5-star reviews across the board on this one. Nearly 2 carats of Brazilian citrine. $8.33 utilizing our budget pay. Under $10 will get this home to you. I love it. So we were doing the spinner rings originally just as a band. We weren't adding the beautiful stone. And I love that we have incorporated the spinner ring into a piece of fine jewelry, something that you can wear and be proud of. And only you have to know that it's kind of also, easing your anxiety a little bit. $24.99 on this one. This will be item 112. You can comment sold 112 for our Brazilian citrine spinner ring.
Okay. Let's hit him with some Larimar.
Okay.
The single ring. There you go.
Ooh, okay, y'all. This is cute. It's dainty. Really nice prong setting on this. You're going to have a 6-prong setting with your round Larimar stone. I love the coloring in Larimar. It's like a cloud. It's like you're up in the sky and you've got the blue sky in the clouds. That's the look I feel like you get with Larimar. Just this bouncy, fluffy feeling of being up in the sky in the clouds. Solitaire ring, again, like I mentioned, 6-prong setting. You're getting over 2 carats, 2¼ carats of your Larimar. Look at that beautiful color tone. Great size run. Again, you guys, sizes 5 all the way through 10. $29.99, $15 on budget pay. With these budget payments under $20, I'm like, it's crazy. Get out of town. Really great piece of everyday jewelry. This is going to go with everything. I love it. It's petite. It's dainty. Beautiful coloring. Really give you an up close of that stone. Do y'all see what I mean? That it just kind of feels like you're up in the clouds. You're up in the sky. Platinum over sterling silver on this one. So that's going to give you that extra boost with the platinum. Sterling silver, it's going to last you forever, but in time you will likely, maybe have to polish it up a little bit. It might tarnish. With your added platinum over sterling silver, it's going to give you a little bit of extra protection from tarnishing. Perfect classic everyday ring. It's just going to be something that you can wear over and over again. It's going to be something that you grab for those casual running errands moments where you just want to throw some jewelry on. Because sometimes throwing a little jewelry on, if you're wearing like your workout clothes or you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt and tennis shoes, throwing a little jewelry on just gives you a little boost of confidence. It just gives you that little extra push through the day. And it makes you feel feminine, right? It gives you that little, a little bit of strut as you walk through the grocery store. I really got to mention, you guys, pretty much everything we've had today is so great for all ages, for all styles. I mean, all of these pieces kind of transcend age, they transcend style. They're all so versatile that I really think anyone you gift this to would love this, most of our pieces. And let's talk a little bit more about Larimar. So Norman Rilling and Miguel Mendez are accredited for its discovery. Larimar World, created by Mendez, who combined his daughter's name Larissa with the Spanish word for sea, mar. Also known as Atlantis stone, pectolite, Lorimar, dolphin stone, and Staphylia stone, said to activate the throat chakra. So we were talking about chakras yesterday, right, with our Rock On show. And the throat chakra, having your voice, utilizing your voice. Well, Larimar stone is said to activate that throat chakra. So maybe you're trying to find your voice in this world. Maybe you're trying to speak up a little bit more, assert your presence. Well, maybe you need a little bit of Larimar on the finger. And you know what I love to say when we talk about things like that, when we talk about kind of these like chakras and energies and all that stuff when it comes to stones, is if you don't believe in that stuff, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, but even if you don't, the idea that this stone could activate the throat chakra, maybe it's just something you get as a little mental reminder. You look at that and you go, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to assert myself today. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to use my voice for good. Maybe it's just a mental reminder. It doesn't necessarily have to mean, oh, this stone does this. It's just a little gentle reminder to yourself because you know that. It's kind of like some meaning behind the stone that you've got up here. And so that's going to kind of kick you into gear a little bit. So, okay, yeah. Look how beautiful it is. I mean, so they've got it with the ocean colors. And that's so spot on too, because if you think about it, you've got the blue, and then think about the white, kind of the crashing of the waves. Because this is really, it's a blue stone with this white kind of just rolling through it. It's like the rolling, crashing waves, the clouds in the sky. I mean, so beautiful, almost like a relaxing stone. All right, you guys, that will be item 113. You can comment sold 113 for our Larimar ring.
10 with some white jade.
Ooh, oh, I see that white jade. I was going for that a second ago. All right, you guys, we have jade. Okay, jade has such a rich heritage. I mean, in Asian culture, jade is so widely used. We actually have natural jade. These are going to be some carved pieces, but this is going to be a set. So you're going to get a beaded bracelet with a pair of earrings. Again, perfect, neutral, super versatile. These are like a little, oh goodness, it's hard to describe the shape. Like this little lantern kind of shape, I feel like. And then you have these carvings all around your jade. So adding a really nice detail to that jade with those carvings. Now in between each of your little lantern shapes, you're gonna have a round beaded jade as well. And with the white jade, you guys, or the natural jade, it's just gonna be something that goes with everything. I do wanna show a little different. So on our photo, you're seeing kind of those back closures. You're gonna have a fish hook on these. So sometimes when they photograph them, it's before they've actually produced all the jewelry. It's kind of like a sample. You are gonna get your fish hook on these. Okay, we're calling them fancy white. We're calling this shape fancy. I'm calling it a fancy lantern design, but you're gonna get that all the way around your bracelet. It's gonna be a one size on the bracelet. The good thing is these lantern shapes are so substantial that they're gonna create a narrower fit on the wrist. So really great way to truly make this a one size fits all bracelet. And they're gonna perfectly match the shape of the earrings. Show y'all those up close. We're looking at 180 carats on the bracelet, or no, that is for the fancy shape. So we're looking at 214 total carats of your white jade. Like I mentioned, jade has such a rich culture, or a rich heritage, especially as you look into Chinese culture, really rich heritage with jade. You know, we typically think of green jade. I think that's what comes to mind first for most of us, but there are so many color varieties of jade. And so this is going to be our natural, basically a white jade. You get the earrings and the bracelet, $49.99, complimentary shipping on those. We do offer budget pay as well. Whenever we have a set, you guys, I always like to mention the idea of keep one, gift one. So maybe you need a pair of earrings, you keep the earrings for yourself, you gift the bracelet to a friend, you gift the bracelet to a family member. Like we said, we have Easter coming up. Are you looking for a special little gift for someone in your life? Graduations are coming up. This is just a piece of jewelry that's really very everyday. If you have beaded bracelets, I love to just stack up my beaded bracelets. Beaded bracelets are kind of my go-to when I travel. So I have like some turquoise beaded bracelets, some like wood stone beaded bracelets. And when I travel, I will just layer up my beads because it creates a really fun look, but it's a little more price effective. Beaded bracelets are typically, you know, more price effective. They're going to be durable. You throw them on, layer them up with your swimsuit, your sundress, if you're at a resort, if you're on a cruise, and it's just going to give you a burst of color and personality on the wrist. This would be perfect to layer because of that neutral coloring with that natural jade. So these will be item 114. We have less than 10 minutes left in our show, you guys. This morning has gone by so quick. We did have that little technical glitch in the beginning, but we figured it out. We kept things rolling here on the live stream. So item 114 will be your jade set. You're getting the earrings and that bracelet for $49.99. Feel free to utilize your budget pay as well. We really do want y'all to utilize budget pay. You know, budget pay is just our gift to you. It is the opportunity to get something home. Also, it's like you get to pay a portion of it and then see if you love it. because sometimes things fit differently on different people. You know, maybe you see a pair of earrings and you love how they look on me or Courtney or your other hosts, but then you get them home and you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't feel like they sit right on my ear. I feel like they blend into my hair too much. That's okay. That is why we have our Joy Guarantee. That's why we have 30-day easy returns. So you guys, now we have hoops, one of my favorite styles of jewelry. Not only a hoop, it's an inside out hoop. These are going to be in platinum over sterling silver. We're going to have 3 different stone options. I am first trying on the Thai black spinel. These are going to be striking. They're going to be bold. If you're looking for something to dress up an outfit, this Thai black spinel is going to be perfect. 3.5 total carats, so that'll give you about 1.75 carats on each ear. Now with the Thai black spinel, we have utilized rhodium to dust those prongs. So that's just a light dusting of the prongs so that you have a really deep, full, rich color. Like I mentioned, they will be inside out hoops. So when you look on at the earrings, you're just gonna see 2 rows of those stones. They've used that interior layer of the hoop and placed stones there too. So your stones and then stones again. $49.99 on these. This is the Thai black spinel option. We also have white zircon. Try those for you also. White zircon, you guys, naturally occurring stone, not cubic zirconia. Okay, here is some sparkle factor with the white zircon. And the thing about hoops, you guys, is hoops have so much personality. So you put them on and you kind of get an instant pep in your step. You get an instant dose of sparkle and shine on the ear. $49.99 on these. We have the Thai black spinel. We have the white zircon, and then your final color option here, I believe these are going to be
Mozambique.
Ooh, okay, Mozambique garnet. Look at these options on colors, you guys. All 3 so versatile. The Mozambique garnet, I think, kind of gives you almost like a copper tone to it, almost a brown tone. And I gotta show y'all the back of these because the way they finish them is so cute. It's almost like you have this heart design going down in your platinum over sterling silver on the back of those earrings. So with these inside out hoops, as you're looking from the front, you get layer after layer of sparkle. But as you're looking from the back, you're still gonna get something cute. You're gonna get that little heart-shaped design. So if you had your hair up in a ponytail and you're like, oh, my hoops are inside out, so from the back they're not gonna look cute. Oh no, they are still going to look cute even from the back because you have that heart-shaped design in your platinum over sterling silver. We just want to give you the most sparkle for your money when someone is looking right at you. We want them to see layer after layer of those precious gemstones that you are purchasing. So your options on this one were white zircon, Thai black spinel, and Mozambique garnet. Really amazing reviews on these, you guys. We have a 4.7 star rating on these earrings with dozens of reviews. Kim said, gorgeous. Vicky said, even better in real life. These look fabulous on and are very well made. The closure locks in place, so I don't worry about losing them. Camilla said, a perfect match. I finally found an exact match for my black inside out hoops. These are beautiful and very comfortable. Camilla, just what I was looking for. I finally found a matching pair of inside out hoops in black and white. These are exactly what I was looking for. So lots of people are matching these with other pieces in their jewelry collection. They are going to be about the perfect size when it comes to a hoop. We're looking at 1 inch in diameter. So I call that really that perfect middle of the road size on your hoops. 3 color options, you guys. We had the Thai black spinel, white zircon, and Mozambique garnet. Don't forget, garnet is that January birthstone. It blows my mind when I see garnet because we have such a wide array of colors when it comes to garnet. You have garnets in reds, greens. This one to me gives you, it gives you a little bit of a red orange tone, but it gives you like a copper tone as well. So it gives you a little bit of a neutral, natural coloring. All 3 of those options, you guys, are available on budget pay of $10. You could actually get all 3 of these home for $30 today if you wanted to utilize your budget pay. such a versatile show. Oh my goodness. Do we want to finish off with this set?
Yeah, we can finish
Okay.
off with this.
Guys, we're going to finish off with a set because I always mention when you have sets here at Shop LC, it's where you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. With this set, you guys, you are getting a ring and a necklace. Notice I didn't say pendant, a necklace for $27.99. You are going to have your 20-inch stainless steel chain. What do you think, Cam? We're almost done. You survived the show. You survived. All right, you guys. Want to know something awesome about this too? With this chain that's included, it's a magnetic clasp. We just made your life so much easier here at Shop LC. Magnetic clasp, it is going to be in stainless steel. I mentioned earlier we have our own stainless steel manufacturing plant. So we are doing things with stainless steel and jewelry that you are not going to see anywhere else in the jewelry industry. So you have your 20-inch chain, your pendant, and ring for $27.99. These are going to be in Niasa Ruby, full size range on the rings, 5 all the way to 11. Y'all, the metal work on this with your stainless steel, it is giving you designer vibes for under $30. Look at all of this braiding and beading in your stainless steel. That is a major designer look. I've admitted on here that I have in the past, you know, had a little problem with loving a little too much designer jewelry. And I love this one brand that is known for kind of their braided look. They have these cable bracelets. You can get that look for $27.99, $9.33 utilizing budget pay. You're getting a striking look. You're getting genuine gemstones with our Niasa Ruby. And you are getting the chain, the pendant, and the ring, all for $27.99. Like I mentioned, gift one, keep one. If you do comment Soul 116, what you're going to do is you'll get that link, and that's where you will pick your ring size before purchasing. All right, you guys, we are gearing up right at 12 o'clock. We want to thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Come here, Cameron. Come here. Let's tell them goodbye. Come by, Mom. No, you're not going to listen? Okay. Well, we're going to have Cameron do the exit from the show, but she's too zenned out, apparently. Come here. Come here. No? All right. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. We are so happy that you chose to spend your Saturday morning with us right here at Shop LC. Me and Camry, and she's not going to stand up for me. Nope, you're not standing up. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, come here, girlfriend. Okay, sit. Sit. All right, we're going to tell you goodbye and have a wonderful weekend. All right, you guys, have a wonderful weekend. Courtney is going to be on with y'all at 2 p.m. What does Courtney have, Tanzanite?
I'm not sure yet.
Courtney will be on at 2 p.m. I believe it's Tanzanite. I was peeking at her show sheets earlier. She will be with y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be with y'all tomorrow at 2 p.m. So we can't wait to see you. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Y'all make it a great day. Spread kindness. Think positive thoughts. If you're having a rough go of it, go get yourself a treat, maybe a nice coffee drink. I'm getting told it's time to go. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Thank you so much.